We're going to the old Amtrak spot, but I was trying to see if we could figure out what this sign said. Oh, it said one way. One of the very few pieces of evidence that there used to be something railroad related over here. And back here used to sit the old Amtrak station. Now over here, behind this gas station back here, is what they call the Bud Plant. The Bud Plant was a corporation that manufactured railroad supplies and probably repair locos. They used to manufacture the old Pullman cars. Pullman company had a factory back there. Used to employ hundreds of people in Gary, Indiana. Now, back in the 90s when I was a kid, used to be railroad tracks that came out from this property. It came across 5th Avenue right here. And it curled back here and onto this railroad property where the Amtrak used to be. You remember that? Wasn't really nothing special on this part right here, just like a little parking lot area. But on the maps, you can kind of see where the old tracks used to curve around from 5th Avenue and come across this property. But back here where these trees are at, this is where the actual station sat. Trying to see if I could find the tracks. Alright, you can kind of see the pathway of the tracks there. I'm right here. Where it used to come over from 5th Avenue, which is right back there. And the tracks used to curve around through this property, and it would be able to access, I'm assuming to be the Wabash, not the Wabash, the Pennsylvania Railroad line from back here. And it was the Bud Plant was also serviced by the Dune Park Branch on the south side, of the Bud Plant. For reference, that intersection down there is 5th Avenue. This back here, my friends, used to be feeder tracks that accessed an old factory that used to sit back here that's no longer here. It is a trucking depot, trucking facility now off of 4th Avenue. This would be 4th Avenue right here in front of us. And these feeder tracks that you see there, bending off to the left to access that property. And I am assuming that this track bed in front of us, or this concrete platform, is just old part of the second track bed that used to lie here, and they just paved over it and turned it into some type of a service road. It is the fact that trains used to be able to come all the way from the southeast down there off of the Dune Park Branch and access this line here. And I'm assuming this is the piece of the line that goes to an old bridge that no longer sits, that goes across the Grand Calumet. This really is a problem in Gary, where people just take their belongings after moving out of their house or something and just dump it at any place that they can see. It's kind of a unique problem that's wrong with the city of Gary. I don't know why people believe that this is cool to do, but every time it gets cleaned up, there'll be some people out here dumping all over again. Here we got another mile marker on the Pensy side. That factory is talking about had 2 feeder tracks that ran into it. The other one was back there, and this is the second one that's covered with all this debris and all this garbage. We're coming up on the Dune Park Branch now. These are just preliminary videos. This ain't the real shit. I just want to know what I got to do. You gotta climb up. on these bridges.
Oh.
And this is the
Right there.
first bridge. Yeah, this is the first bridge on the Dune Park Branch. You can make a left down this street. Okay, we are on 9th Avenue, 9th and Marshall. The Dune Park Branch runs just behind this little warehouse back here. Down the block here will be 9th and Chase Street. And there's a siding back here. I just want to see if we can be able to get on it so we can be able to see what's going on. It's just a preliminary video. Bullshit. Nah. Bullshit in this trailer.
Look at all this terracotta brick in here.
Look at all this garbage in this trailer.
Quality shit up in here.
We are behind where that factory I showed you earlier is here. We in the next lot. But there is a siding up here. It's a path through these woods. Yes. Very, very, very excited about this. Not on this part. Your ass ain't never been back here either.
Fuck I have.
Doing what?
Walking this dog. See? Trail go all the way back here.
Well, we are now on the Dune Park Branch. Trying not to film you. A little bit of it anyway. You see why this is why I called out for help, because you really can't access a whole lot of it because it's overgrown. Are those real? Yep, those are real. This is the siding. The 9th and Marshall siding, I'm going to call it. I don't know what they call it, but I'm going to call it the 9th and Marshall siding. Now the reason why I'm interested in this siding is because I wanted to know if it went all the way to Tav Street. The cops know about the highline too. Yeah, these tracks were removed, I see. That's why I couldn't see it when I first came up here.
Hobos waiting on the steam engine. I think I would love to live like that. What about you?
I like living room, bathrooms.
I like room.
Kitchens.
I like moving.
No hoboing for me. Yeah. Old spike there. What's interesting to me that all of these foliage is flattened.
Oh yeah. Because they said it yesterday. Oh, out in the homeless people.
I mean, the damn. I mean, I know people still use the highline to traverse it, you know, with their little paths or whatever, but why would they come all the way down here?
To sleep without being bothered.
There is another path right here.
Sleep without being bothered, because don't nobody come back.
That is true. We'll take this path. On top of the path here. What does this shit say? It's kind of cool being up here and hearing that damn Norfolk Southern over there. 1927. Damn. No, they built this line in 1908, I believe. But these tracks right here has imprint on the side says 1907. I mean 1927. Yeah. I know these tracks ain't been sitting here since 1927. That is the Tav Street bridge over Tav Street. Yeah, we're gonna bypass the Tav Street bridge. I'll come back on my own time for that.
That's all fell apart now.
I came back here. I did a video on this already.
For real?
Yeah.
Steel City towing.
Steel City towing, City of Gary Police impound. I already got a video back here. This abandoned fucking masonry. Yeah. Man, all of this shit back here is fucking abandoned.
Even this building?
Hell yeah.
What?
Now you see they removed the bridge from back there.
Oh really?
Yep, they tore it down.
I did not know that. I did not notice.
There's no more bridge, but you can still see the highline up there.
That's bullshit. They fucking up the neighborhood.
Yep.
It looks stupid now.
They go to Tolleson Junction over there.
I didn't know nothing. I mean, I knew they would have trees and shit inside of it. Ain't nothing here no more.
That's the Grant Street bridge there. You can get up there, but this is a busy intersection.
So what do you do?
We're gonna go to the next one. That will be on Harrison. Oh, a little short dude? Yeah. He ripped up all this Wabash tracks down. That's the Wabash tracks back here. Can you drive down it?
No, I'm turning around.
Wow. How steep does that look to you? How steep does this look to you? On the High Line again, on top of the Harrison Street Bridge. Looked like it used to be two bridges here at one point. Absolutely. I saw it on the map. I just wanted to verify it. I don't trust that wood.
That's what I told you. I said, do not get on wood.
But I trust that rail. Now the bridge they tore down kind of looked something like this, but it was bigger. Overgrown like a motherfucker. You gonna need George of the Jungle to help you get through this shit. Well, we are approaching Madison Street here. Well, we're on Madison, but we're approaching 9th and Madison to the old utility company building. And once again, the Wabash track ripped up. And take a look at this building right here. But take a look. Yeah. And boom, Dune Park. See, I told you the city of Gary still utilized the area. Madison Street Bridge here. We're gonna head down to the old farmer market ground. We're headed towards the old farmers market grounds right here. Never really took off. I read an article about it, but I barely remember any details. I have to plug it in the video at a later time. But we are approaching the Adams Street Bridge here. Now this street used to go all the way through. I believe they stopped operating this as a farmer's market in 1973. But I could be wrong. But I know it was the 70s. What was it, some type of fountain? Yeah. More than likely this was a fountain. I wonder what kind of damn tree is this? Yeah, this is like some type of bathroom.
Turning up in this motherfucker. All the magnums.
Scrappers have had their way with this one. I wonder why they didn't take the whole box though. The fuck was this building? The fuck was this building? All this.
There wasn't no bathroom.
Is this a window?
Probably was a bathroom.
What the hell was this place? Oh shit! What the fuck is that?
Sewage? What the fuck? What you think?
For some reason, the city just completely just closed this area off. Yeah, that's where we headed to right now. Yeah, it do look like this bridge has seen some type of fire damage. This is charred wood, for sure. That definitely is charred wood. I wonder what the fuck happened.
Some dumbass.
This is a lot of fire damage.
Street lights right here.
Oh, yeah. Second street right there. Let's see if we can get up there.
You look up.
You can still smell that charred wood.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. These two tracks went one direction and these two tracks went the other. Pause the video before I kill myself. You can hardly see the tracks up here. As you can see, it's hard to tell this detail on this map. Yeah, this bridge is utterly fucked. These bridges are fucked. Climbing up on these highlines, utilizing muscles I didn't even know I had. Okay, this highline. Now this way would be the Adams Street Bridge. This way would be the Washington Street Bridge. I just wanted to catch this up because I knew it was up here. Switch off. Alright, this is the Washington Street Bridge here. And yeah, these things are quite thorny. I'm just ignoring the pain. This is the Washington Street Bridge. Once again, we in a similar situation as we was on Harrison Street. I do not trust that wood. I do trust these rails, but do not have a hatchet to go through all these weeds and shit. So everybody just get a good look at this thing. Now on Washington Street, you can walk through it in theory. You definitely can't drive through it. It's the same as with Adams Street Bridge. This is really actually cool.
Wrist guard.
Dune Park. Pause. We're walking under the Washington Street Bridge now. I'm more than certain that there's still homeless people living back here sometimes. This bridge is fucked too, but it's not as fucked as the Adam Street Bridge. There's no fire damage on this bridge here. Way better condition than the other one. I was saying this bridge is in way better condition than that other one.
But I'm sick of the world. I jump on a rusty mattress.
Yeah, it's a walking path under the Washington Street Bridge.
Not quite recently, yeah.
And you ain't never seen that other shit over there?
Yeah.
I would have gone on the Broadway Street Bridge. This is the Washington Street Bridge once again. These bridges are probably still sturdy enough to walk on as far as the rails are concerned. Hey, what does that placard say on there? I can't pick it out on this phone. On the I-beam.
That says built by King Bridge Company.
King. You said King Bridge Company, Cleveland, 1916. Built by King Bridge Company, Cleveland, Ohio, 1916. Yeah. Here's a better view of here on this side. Okay. This is still the Washington Street Bridge. I'm standing on this wood here and it's moving just by me going like this. This wood is rotted. It's not safe to stand on at all. So it won't be no exploration walking on top of these bridges. Just let everything go to shit. We are facing east. The Broadway Street Bridge will be down there. I'm not sure if we can even get up on the Broadway Street Bridge. We're gonna check it out anyway. Alright, this is another long shot of the Washington Street Bridge. Now the farmers market area is over there. That would be the Adam Street Bridge. Over here is the Washington Street Bridge. And it's in dire straits, like a motherfucker. This is the area I just climbed down on. You all can see how thick the vegetation. Okay, folks, we're coming towards the Broadway Street Bridge. They have cut down a little bit of the vegetation on this side. Let's see if I can get up there. Okay, Broadway Street Bridge, people. Still got some railroad apparatus here. And boom. Ah. That would be the old Gary Post Tribune office. Down there would be where CSX Quarter Branch main line. The Wabash is down there, around the other side of the KFC down there. That ends my video for today.